So, like, I mean, I'll just be frank about this one, seeing as I kind of talked about it earlier. Like, I've met large YouTubers. They're actually, some of them are really bad. Like, I was working with some of them, and I was just like, holy crap! Like, I don't like this person. He doesn't talk. How do I deal with this person? And eventually, I was just like, you know what? There are two other people here. I'm just gonna continue.
Well, they
on.
probably gained their fame for their solo commentary rather than their collaborativeness.
But he does collaborative stuff. That's the thing. Like, this guy literally has done multiple videos with PewDiePie, and he sucks at improv, and he sucks at commentating with people that, like, he doesn't know, and I had no idea how to deal with it. And, like, at this point, I
hope one day that eventually the NDA gets lifted on that, because
See,
I really want to know the details
of
that.
I didn't sign a contract. It's completely honor-bound.
I know, but
I could talk about it as much as I wanted to.
Honor, so
yeah. But what's probably going to happen is
issue.
eventually what's going to happen is I just get sick of not talking about it, and I'm like, all right, fine. And I'm definitely getting close, because I know for... Oh, fuck. Well, I guess we're both going to drown or something.
No, we're
well,
fine.
I can't continue.
I make little breathy holes.
Thank you. And you're also going to drain it. That's also super helpful.
Yeah.
You know, I've worked with multiple people that have done videos with PewDiePie. I've worked with a lot of large YouTubers. It was very temporary, and I'm super disappointed that it never persisted, but, I mean, that's the way things go. Not all ideas... See, part of the problem is I want to steal the idea. I want to do it myself. Seeing as, if they're never going to complete it, I want to. I'll have to start it over, but, you know, and that's not terrible. Tungsten. I don't like the fact that there's lead instead of iron, and, you know, certain other resources.
Yeah, that's the one thing they never really got into when they added that in. It
just doesn't seem it doesn't seem necessary to me. It's just like, all right.
They want to give the artist a little bit more like fun times. That's all.
I mean, I don't even see the visual difference.
Well, it's when you make the items themselves.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
But no,
I don't know.
Like,
I think that honestly, one of the big reasons why I don't do new releases and I don't do SEO is because I don't have the money.
Well, you're going to by the end of this summer.
Precisely. So things are probably going to change to be a hell of a lot more AAA. Just so you know.
So the thing is, like, AAA is terrible for growth unless you're really lucky.
Yeah,
like,
I know,
I've covered all.
That's all I'm talking about.
I didn't die. What the hell are these things? I didn't. I'm dead too. What the hell's the stone flanks?
They're that
but
thing.
Like, oh hey, we're about to lava. Why don't we at this point actually start branching out and stuff like that? Because if we got lava,
we reached lava. That's fine. Yeah.
It's probably a good time to actually.
Okay,
start
the
working.
elevator is basically done. Let's do other things.
I've pretty much got platforms up the wazoo. Okay.
Yeah. That's the fun thing about a small world is that you can get to the elevator takes no time at all.
Can you put down that?
Okay, so first things first, we need a hook.
Can you put down
Let's
that chest when you get the chance? Can you put down the chest when you get the chance?
Well, I went down the elevator.
I mean, when you die next.
Which is right now.
Well, that's convenient. How do you?
Yeah, it actually is.
Bird, how do you make a pickaxe? Do we need wood? No, I don't need wood.
Fucking hell, I spawned on a zombie. Okay. What do I need?
Bird, do you have any ore?
So,
probably not.
I haven't really mined much of anything. So, so I basically have been too broke to do anything in life.
Yeah,
like,
and, I mean,
remember
I
said like 2
years
ago, like I need to, I was like, I have to live for $2,000 for the next year. That situation never improved. So I basically have been living on I've been stretching about $2,000 across the past couple of years.
I lost some kind of resource. It was probably lead.
Probably. And
damn it. I thought shift would actually put it in the chest. No, shift puts it in the trash.
Yeah.
I'm mildly offended about this one.
That's what I did with life.
Yeah, and
I have
I can
I have
totally
no
respect
money.
that on like your end, and like, I mean, the main reason why I work with you is because you're very entertaining, yada yada yada. God, it's like kind of weird bromance confessional moment, but like, you know, of our starting
Could be
group,
worse.
you were, I mean, you were generally the best. Spider had his moments where he was better than anybody else, but let's be honest here, Spider never had a chance.
Hardcore.
I mean, I'm gonna be hardcore about like super candid like right now. God, this is going to go up and it's going to be like, this is what Wanderbot actually thinks, and it's just like, okay.
Is any of it not true though? I mean, that's the thing.
It's true. Like, I don't
You're
know.
not making shit up. It's not libel. Not libel.
But like, Spider was hilarious as hell, but there's no way he was going to make it in YouTube just because he never had the motivation. Motivation is like 90% of the reason why people succeed. Like,
Yeah, in anything.
I mean,
But especially in YouTube.
we interact with, you know Roxarian, right?
Yeah.
Dude frequently talks about, like, his lack of growth, and it's just like, your lack of growth is entirely dependent on your motivation to succeed. Like, it's obvious when you record that you're not super down with this because you're disappointed that you're not large enough, and it's like, how are you gonna grow? By doing it.
Let's explore in this direction.
Sounds good. I was exploring the other direction, but it didn't seem super useful. Stuff like that.
Ice stuff is a little bit overpowered for our level, but we're not gonna, well, fuck it, let's do it. Let's go ice. It's a bigger cavern. Were you able to find anything in this direction? This is a small cavern.
I see a little cave over here, so I'm gonna check it out.
Well, let's explore together because I think that'll be more interesting.
Okay, you want to get up here?
Yeah, I'm gonna be up there in a second.
Hold on. I have rope actually. I can make a bunch of rope coils.
Worry about it. I'll make it over there easily enough. I have an easy like
Here,
platforming thing.
I'll
I already
dig
have an
up this.
accessory. So.
Oh right, I forgot. Can I have the next one?
Sure. I mean, there's gonna be
Okay.
lots of them.
I mean, I love me some accessories, and like I see you with it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm so jealous. Stuff like
I have
that.
one of the like lamest accessories in the game. I mean, it's kind of useful, but
No, that's my favorite one. The ability to like wall jump, wall climb.
well, you combine it with the other one, and then it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, then you climb up like a crazy person. I mean, admittedly, if you get that one, I will just totally let you have it. But like, oh god, like, oh hey,
This copper, get that.
yeah, I'll start getting it here. I've got 17 torches left. I'll see what I can do. But like,
Let's see how much slime I have left. I have 2, so we might have to go back to the surface to get some basic resources, which is fine.
like the sad thing is like most of the people that we ever worked with YouTube wise didn't really stand much of a chance because motivation is hard. Actually, did you know 1,000 Colors is still making videos?
That's impressive.
I know. She quit for a while and then came back, and she's been very consistent. And I'm like,
That's really
I should
cool.
probably contact her. And I
Yeah.
probably will at some point. Unfortunately, she's Australian, so I'm not entirely sure how her shitternet can handle things. She definitely will never be able to stream, but it would be one of those, it's like, yeah, you know what, nostalgia. Maybe I could
Yeah.
actually contact not OG Nerd and be like, hey, things. Because I know Radiant
He
and
wants to, but just the damn time zone differences
yeah,
are
the time zone is
unbearable.
atrocious. Well, I mean, if you woke up early in the morning, I mean, it's 7 a.m. over there, almost 8. If you woke up early,
Yeah.
you could totally join us, like, right now.
He's
I
not
found
gonna
a
be
bunch
on
of
the chat, though.
amethyst. It's true. No, he had no idea. I mean, I'll be honest, Australia gets, like, the shortest end of the stick, internet-wise, that I've heard of in a while.
I don't think
Actually,
that your honesty really is anything new. Everyone knows
Yeah,
that Australia has been fucked in the tech industry over and over and over again.
I guess
Every
it's not
sector,
super candid.
everything.
Yeah, I feel really bad for them. Canada's actually got some pretty bad issues, too.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, shit. I got a worm. I should
It's
be
fine.
fine.
You just kill the worm. Easy.
I don't like
I mean, you probably still have the first sword, but I mean, I do too.
I've got
Ow.
a bunch of copper, but I don't know how to make a pickaxe. I think I need an anvil first.
You already have a copper pickaxe. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I thought it was
We need
wood.
iron.
I've
Wooden
got
pickaxes are fucking
platinum.
silly. Platinum.
look, I've played
you can get a platinum
Minecraft
pickaxe, I think.
almost more than Terraria. So there's
Almost
going
more.
to be I have no idea.
You hacked in the characters in Terraria. It doesn't count as
It's
playing
true.
the game.
I mean, I've gotten up to like some of the later equipment. Like I got a meteorite pickaxe before I started cheating.
Oh.
Like, I've put a lot of effort into this game. Like, you can do a lot in 4 hours if you got the time.
Namely 4 hours?
Oh no, I'm dropping frames. Oh no, it's not that I dropped frames, the stream crashed.
Ah. We need to make better swords, that's what we need. So,
yeah,
as soon as you die...
If Foxy is mad at you for your inability to have a good sword, yeah, I'm dead now.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and use some of your copper to make broadswords. At the very least, we need broadswords. Just check all the shit in the furnace. We have 19 copper bars. That's probably enough to make a.
I have more copper.
Enough to make a broadsword already.
I have more copper on the way. Yeah, my stream just cut out for no good reason. I need to. So, story about my internet. Oh fuck! I just made All right, I just made one of these. Guess it just goes up in our base.
What did you make?
Statue.
Oh.
Armor statue.
Wooden sword? No, I want copper swords.
Holy crap! We've got a lot of platinum. We could totally make something
more copper.
Interesting. Maybe. Can I make more torches? Oh, yes I can. Not much more. But I can. Okay. Yeah, it's raining again. We might lose viewers for this at this point. I'm actually coming back off of being drunk, but I don't think I'm going to drink anymore.
Yeah, I've completely sobered up like a while ago.
I'm still mildly drunk.
Hand.
At this point, I'm just like the kind of sleepy drunk. That's just like I was really drunk a little bit ago. Let's just not drink anymore and be happy with what we're.
Worst.
Where we are.
I hate this. I hate the sleepies drunk. That's the worst.
Yeah, I don't like being sleepy drunk that much. It's kind of boring.
Yeah.
I think is the main issue. It's just
you just feel like super low energy. It's just like fucking whatever.
That's why.
Like a wooden sword, apparently.
That was impressive. Oh yeah, I forgot to make one of those.
Because we don't have enough copper. Copper is just a pain in the ass to get in this game.
It's
fucking horrible.
There's 3 more.
It takes like 40 bars of copper to make anything.
Jesus Christ. That's a little bit much. I kind of wish this game actually had like a scaling system. So like by the end of it, if you wanted to make a meteorite greatsword, it'd be like 50. But like to make a copper greatsword, it's just...
I think the thing about this game is that it's a really slow starter, and then it becomes much faster.
I can see why a lot of people don't like this game. Just in terms of like can't get into it. Oh god. You know what? I just realized there's a mini map in this game, and that makes me so happy.
There's a mini-map in this game? When did that get put in?
I don't know, but it's over on the right side.
Huh. Neat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm gonna play like a true Terraria master and just not worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not worrying about it too... Yeah, I think you have all of the copper. Okay, well, that doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, I took all the copper. We can't make shit with it, so it doesn't matter.
So,
well, we need an anvil before we make a lot of stuff, too, so...
Yeah, we've got platinum, but you can't make
iron.
You can't make a platinum anvil. You can only make a lead one, which is dumb. So Foxy, part of the reason why I don't want to
resource.
Yeah, part of the reason why I don't want to deal with mods right now is this game's getting patched in 2 weeks, and that's going to mess everything up.
Yeah.
And so I'd rather just continue with this. Yeah. So I'd rather just continue with this. Actually, yeah. When 1.3 comes out, let's actually do a series on it. Why not?
Whatever series.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of just like wandering bird rant about stuff while digging through the earth.
Why is it that whenever we talk about anything serious, it becomes maligned as ranting?
I mean, because people call it Rantbot, I've just accepted it and moved on.
Yeah, that's what people call it whenever I talk about something that I like.
Like I will talk about the fact that like, you know, I like games. And people would be like, oh, it's Rantbot time, and they like it. And I'm just like, this doesn't feel like ranting. Okay.
I know, I don't quite get it myself. Save game? Yeah, save games are all gonna break. Don't worry about it. I mean, do worry about it. It's gonna piss you the right fuck off. But, yeah, pretty much, they're gonna break all the saves.
Go to hell, literally. I don't think save games are gonna break too hard. You might run into like an issue here or there, but chances are not too much. Are we just digging horizontally now?
Well, we need to. I'm trying to find iron, and this is like one of the levels you can find iron.
Yep. No, I'm so glad there's a... it looks like we've got an open area over on the right, judging by the minimap.
That's good. Open areas are always much more efficient. I hear a worm. There he is.
Yeah, I'm much more likely
to...
I'm much more likely to rant, I guess, depending on things. I'm likely to rant in... Oh, before we go into the next area, we should dig up and around so we don't... Or, like, dig a hole or something like that so we don't get water in this tunnel. Because that'll be inconvenient.
We're gonna get water in this tunnel?
Look over to the right. We've got a jellyfish.
I don't not see it on the mini-map.
I'm not looking at a mini-map. I'm just looking at the screen. It's flat-out jellyfish over there.
I haven't been paying attention. I think I'm playing an SD. Not like I'm recording this, but...
Oh. Why not?
Well, because I didn't get the X3 installed. No.
Oh, I guess it's like 300 megs, so I guess I can see why.
Yeah. I prioritized.
That is weird.
I prioritized streaming over creating content for YouTube. That's where we're at.
I mean, what encoding do you have?
I had Lagarith. I bought a second hard drive just for holding raw footage. So. Okay,
no, I mean like when streaming. Oh right, you don't even archive, so you can't export this.
Yeah, I'm not archiving this right now. Well, there with some torches.
Okay.
Let's put up a couple more.
Chat, chat on my end is broken, so I'm gonna quickly close Firefox and switch over to Opera, because I think Firefox has decided to fuck itself, right and painfully. Somebody want to say something just in case, like I can still see chat? It's probably not going to matter.
Drone on about a topic, but it's not ranting. I mean...
Oh yeah, no, chat is absolutely fucked it at this point. Okay. Yeah, I will drone on about all sorts of things. Anywhere from gameplay mechanics
to commentary, though.
I mean, it's one of those where it's like...
commentary isn't about game, it apparently becomes ranting.
That's true. And even if it is about game, I rant. Yeah, so chat on my end, I can't see what's going on. Flash Player keeps crashing. I want to say because of the Steam Summer Sale stuff. Because it's Flash-based, which is dumb. Why is the new Steam game, the Steam like online game Flash? I don't know why, and it's dumb.
I don't know. Maybe they felt like bringing it back.
I mean, admittedly, if Steam completely redesigned and redid Flash, it would probably work out very well. Is anything interesting?
I'd be totally okay with that, despite the fact that it would probably violate every copyright.
Blocked by extension?
Maybe not in spite of the fact that it would violate copyrights, because I think copyrights are stupid, but then again, I am a programmer. So it's in my blood to think
copyrights exist for a reason, but I think people corporately have abused it to the point where it needs a rethink. Okay.
Thank you, Disney.
Okay, good. Chat is back.
Okay, good.
Okay, it is fixed now.
Yeah, I would agree that copyrights have like started as a good idea, where it was like, okay, the author or the curator of the work can have like 20 years of raw profit on this thing, and then afterwards it goes into public domain. That has not been the case in like 100 years.
Well, I think it depends. I think, for example, Disney. I can understand
Disney's
why.
The worst.
I can understand why, say, Mickey Mouse, for example, can stay copyrighted. You know, like it doesn't seem super. I don't think Mickey Mouse needs to be made by any other company. I think
it doesn't matter.
That
we
can
should have
theirs.
a strong public domain.
I guess my point would be, Disney can have Mickey Mouse. Disney can have Donald Duck. Disney can have whatever. Just because, you know what? It's a brand. They can keep that. But I think copyright in terms of, like, proprietary technology and, like, techniques and stuff like that, keeping that blocked by copyright.
Well, yeah, I mean, copywriting software is kind of like copywriting a math formula. Doesn't quite make a whole lot of sense.
I mean, it makes sense in terms of money,
Granted,
but it makes me angry.
We do have, like, copyrighted, like, math formulas. Like, there are numbers that are illegal for you to know.
That's interesting.
Because they violate crypto. Yeah, you haven't heard of this? Yeah, there are cryptographically significant numbers that are illegal for you to know. And that's like the stupidest
something
thing
to
of
do
all.
with like military side.
No, not even that. It's totally corporate.
That's depressing.
So there's a number that you can use, which like is used as a backdoor to crack DVD compression, DRM, and that number is illegal for you to know or distribute in any sort of way.
Really?
Yep.
That's disappointing.
Yep. That's probably one of the worst offenses of the copyright system as we know it.
I think the extent that like copyright to the extent of DRM is silly. Back when I was like younger, I could see why DRM exists, but now that I've like really interacted and just seen Steam, I feel like, oh wait, shit, we've got like a bunch of copper up here. Now that I've like seen Steam in action and stuff like that, and like Netflix, I kind of realized that like the idea of DRM is just the efforts of like somebody that's too desperate to come up with a better idea of how to distribute their content.
Pretty much. Well,
like,
I mean, Steam was the first thing to really propose the idea in the digital age of like, we can't beat the pirates on their own game, so we'll just compete with them instead.
Yeah.
And provide a better service than what pirates can provide. And I'll be frank, totally succeeded, because have you ever tried pirating something after the age of Steam? You're like, this fucking sucks.
I tried pirating.
So hard to do.
I tried pirating a game like 2 weeks ago, and I was just like, actually, this is really easy. I just don't give a shit because I feel dirty, and I know I can get this game for $5 in a week, and I did. Like, there was a moment where I was looking at Batman Arkham Origins, and I'm like, why did they not have a Game of the Year edition? This is bullshit. I'm just gonna pirate it. This is when I was like tired and in another state, and I just wanted to play Batman before I decided to do a Batman series.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went on sale for $5, and I was just like, right. This is why.
This is why, yeah.
And, like, there's some amount of, like, baseline guilt of, like, I was actually going to pirate something there. At the same time, it's just like, well...
Wishwash just posted the secret number that you're not supposed to know. So, if the MPAA or whatever they are...
Watch Twitch actually shut me down as a result of this.
You call it twit? That's mean.
Still mildly drunk here.
That's fine. That is a-okay by me.
I got a little bit
I
more
ran out
red.
of torches, that's why I can't make...
We should probably go murder those,
torches.
Oh. Hello. We should probably go murder those slimes over there. That'll probably help. Hey, it's tungsten.
I found a shit ton of, I forgot to get three torches per slime ball, so we're good.
Do you want to go over there and murder those 2 slimes that are kind of hanging out? That'd probably help.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll despawn. Oh, cool, zombie statue. That's useful.
Oh, does that summon zombies?
Oh, it's a skeleton statue. Never mind.
Not so useful.
DZ Rocker is now also posting it.
Everybody is.
I started a revolution in your chat.
I guess. But, like, I like the idea of copyright in terms of, like, a brand and like, I guess I'm just gonna go back to Mickey Mouse. I don't see why Mickey Mouse needs to be open source.
It's not open source. You're looking for public domain.
Fine. I don't see why he needs to be public domain. I don't see why Mario needs to be public domain. Ow.
They don't need to be public domain. They just can be public domain.
But based on copyright laws, they should go public domain. They should be pretty close to public domain, at least in terms of Mickey Mouse. But Disney
It's not going to be public domain because Disney will lobby and get the deadline pushed back.
Yeah. But, like, I feel like they shouldn't even have to lobby for that. Like, that's just a waste of resources and whatever. Like, just let them have it. I don't see why anybody should ever want to make another Disney thing in terms of, like actual monetizable resources. So, you know.
Well, it could be the fact that Walt Disney's been dead for, like, 1 million years.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not that it benefits humanity to have that idea public. You know, I don't
So
think.
who does it benefit then?
I mean, I guess personally, I think on a business scale, I think it's okay for them to profit off of the idea of Mickey Mouse because it's not something.
Well, sure. It's, as far as the business is concerned, it's okay for them to enforce slave labor if they could get
Okay,
away
so
with
that
it.
see that I guess the point is like I think there are way more important things than making Mickey Mouse go public domain.
Well,
Such
sure,
as like
there are.
the fact that like well, if I can, I'm not totally coherent right now, which is causing me issues. But
Yeah, you're doing frankly an awful point. Like,
okay,
I feel like you have a good idea what you want to say, but you're phrasing it really, really bad.
okay. So technology,
Uh,
you can build off of technology. You can build off of proprietary technologies, public domain technologies, whatever. And like,
you can't build up proprietary
well,
without
I
paying
mean,
royalties.
yeah, but I mean, Disney can build off of its own technologies and improve upon it, correct?
Yeah.
So you can't really improve upon Mickey Mouse. It's like you can't really make a better Mickey Mouse. It's not going to be able to translate over into other things that could be really useful for people. Whereas like, I'll be honest,
Well,
like
you can't know that if you don't have the option.
I mean, I guess that's a point to make, but I don't. I think that's a much longer stretch than being like, having really a high def 3D imaging technology could really benefit people in terms of like medical sciences. But say if Disney's really holding on to certain stuff like that, it's not going to help people too much. Again, I'm not a super expert in terms of stuff like that. I guess more so like programming. Having a bunch of ideas be like open source makes a hell of a lot of sense, or not just open source, public domain, just because it's like here are technologies that would be really useful for advancing the digital age, but because every company is holding on to this shit like it's gold because it pretty much is, it ends up being problematic for the advancement of the digital age. And I don't feel like Mickey Mouse is ever really gonna be that much of a game changer. So the idea of like kind of an entertainment icon, like keep that shit not public domain, who cares? But the weird stuff that Disney comes up with, like that should go way out of proprietariness after a certain point. Same thing with drugs. Like say you have Dr. Mario as a branding image, like fine, Viagra can use Dr. Mario as long as they want, but they can't keep the recipe for Viagra secret for longer than like 5-10 years. I know that's like a shitty point, but that's about the best way I can articulate it right now.
Not
Just
okay. So,
fine, shoot me down. Let's hear your counterpoint.
Well, okay. I think for one, for one, I'm actually having a really hard time following why you're bringing in software. Like, to be honest, like I feel like that's like kind of outside the scope of the discussion, and I'm having a really tough time following it.
Part of the problem is I feel like public domain laws are similar on both accounts, and maybe it's just lack of my knowledge. Is there a difference, or are they governed by similar sets of rules? Where it's like after a certain point,
there is no public domain code. I mean, it's really, really rare to find public domain code. Usually, software is going to be bound by a couple of different licenses, but none of it's going to be public domain per se. So, free software is usually governed by what's called the Free Software Association, and this free software license says that you cannot make any profit of it at all. So, you just cannot, like, if you use any software that is like under this license, you cannot even if you change it, you cannot make a profit off of it. So that's already like really, really different from public domain, which is basically like you can do whatever the hell you want to it and make it like however much money you want, because nobody owns it except for the US government, as far as we know it. So that I feel is so the difference between when people say like open and free software is really, really different in the sense of like open and free like creative works on that basis alone. Public domain software does exist, but it's really, really much, much rarer. I just can't think of anything that's truly not under a license that's like. Usually, it'll be
I guess
like an
part of
MIT
my-
license or GNU or something like that.
Part of my problem is, like, I've only ever been around computer programmers, and a lot of them do like open source, Linux and stuff like that. And so for me, they all talked about open source, and from my end as an artist, going open source is actually damaging. Whereas from like a coding perspective, open source can be beneficial, especially for like programming. And so hence the Mickey Mouse versus like proprietary software thing, which is why I'm bringing up the point at all, because I don't have much point of reference here, which I guess is my fault for not reading enough. But I guess I differentiate I guess the reality is I differentiate the difference between an idea and a technique, if that makes sense. I'm gonna come down and join you.
I'm in the jungle, so just be prepared for that.
I am absolutely down with the jungle. I really
the jungle
want to get a
is
vine whip.
way beyond our level right now. I'm getting the
I
fuck
don't
out
care.
of the jungle.
If I can get a vine whip, I will be happy. Actually, why don't you come
will
up
not
here?
get a vine whip. I just got killed by a bee.
Why don't you come up here?
I will.
I guess I consider Mickey Mouse, for example, to be an idea, not a technique. Yeah. And so, like, Disney, I guess comparatively, Disney can't copyright the Disney style. What the hell is this thing? Link root.
So you're saying that it would be okay to knock off Disney style, but not their, like, original works? That,
kind of, yeah.
When you put it that way, that actually kind of makes a lot of sense.
So, like, the big eye
I can
look.
see an argument for that. Yeah.
Because I don't really see a reason why Disney should have like a right to say the big eye look, the cell shaded look. Apparently, I'm bleeding in this game. News to me. The jungle will rape me. All right, never mind.
Yeah, do not go in the jungle. The jungle is probably one of the hardest areas in the game.
Because like the Disney style, for example, has advanced art. Especially like in an American sense, massively over the course of the past like multiple decades. And so like, it's Mickey Mouse had nothing to do with it. Mickey Mouse was just a good idea branding wise, but he himself has nothing to do with advancing art, animation, or anything like that in the American sense. Comparatively, take Japanese anime style that was entirely propagated by the guy that came up with Astro Boy, and he did that by himself. Now, if somehow he was legally allowed to sue to anybody that if he was legally allowed to sue everybody that ever came up with the anime style, and like to a small degree, you could probably kind of push that, because I know Disney has sued people for trying to like ape off of their thing. Not because somebody tried to do like Mickey Mouse, but just because somebody tried to do kind of a Disney movie without being a Disney movie. Hey, I found, I think, a bunch of tungsten. Lead! Oh, this is even better.
Lead is much more useful. Lead is great.
Yep. I mean, tungsten is going to be better.
Already, but,
all in all, maybe.
But we need more of it.
Oh, we do? Well, we just got, I want to say a good 10
lead is going to probably be the resource that we have the least of overall. It's a weird flaw in Terraria's design. The lead/iron resource is super duper rare.
But yeah, so I don't feel like technique should ever... Hey, here we go.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't feel like technique should ever be copyrighted in any way, shape, or form, because I think that would... Holy crap, this is useful.
What'd you get? Bomb?
Boomerang!
Boomerang's not useful, but it's fun.
I mean, I'm not exactly the most... Wow. We've almost got back up to the surface.
It's fine. It happens. I mean, you're the one who's digging in this direction.
There were resources up here. Yeah, we've got like a whole... Hey, there's a whole slew of lead up here.
That's good. Mine it up.
Hey. Oh yeah, absolutely. I should probably stop jumping and actually like place some blocks so I can walk up here instead. That'll probably save me a hell of a lot of time. Yeah, so I guess that's my idea. So in terms of like coding, in terms of like medical, in terms of really anything, like if it's a technique, if it's something that actually advances what you do, then I don't think it should ever be proprietary in any way, shape, or form. But I think if it's like an idea or a brand or something, then I think you can kind of get away with it not being public domain, because
Oh, how do you enforce that, though?
I mean, unfortunately, lawyers.
Yeah, that's... Well, it's not the matter it's the lawyers, it's the fact that it's lawyers on retainer working for the interests of a private company.
I think that is actually a horrible system.